Yes. Good morning to you. Hey, good morning to you. What? I said the birds are chirping. Hey, good morning, good morning, good morning. Grand rising, rich rising. Happy new day to each and every one of you guys on today. How y'all doing this morning? Double tap on my screen. How y'all doing this morning? Good morning, grand rising, rich rising. Happy new day to each and every one of you guys on this morning. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Good morning to you. How y'all doing this morning, man? Double tap on that screen as you are coming into the room, man. I absolutely love you guys on this morning, man. Y'all already know that, listen, it's been a minute. It's been a minute. I've been gone all week long, been over there on spring break, enjoying myself, over there on spring break. So now I am back. So if you're just glad to be back in the number again on this morning, thank you so much, Kira. I appreciate that. If you enjoy being back in the number on this morning, I want you to go ahead, do me a favor, and double tap on that screen for me. Double tap on that screen. Thank you, Danielle. Danielle, appreciate it. Got the first 100 stars already up on Facebook. That's what I'm talking about. We need another 100 stars on Facebook. Double tap on that screen. Double tap on that screen for me real quick. Let's go. Let's get into it. Over there on IG. Y'all know we need to get 10 badges. We need 10 badges on IG, and we need 10K over there on TikTok. Let's get our 10K. Double tap on that screen. We've been over there in the book of Luke is where we stopped at on last week, and I got some more. Because remember, we were talking about being busy, right? How we always talking about how busy we are. How we always got something going on these Danielles. Y'all not playing. We got Danielle White, got 100 stars. Appreciate you so much. Miss Taylor, 214. Appreciate you. I appreciate that first badge of the morning. Welcome back. Thank you. It's good to be back. Good morning, Grand Rising, Rich Rising. Appreciate you so much, Benny Simpson, on 100 stars over there. Double tap on my screen. We are where we at now? We at 3.6K. Okay, TikTok, let's get it. Let's get it. Double tap on that screen. Let's you go. Come on, Miss Driver. I appreciate you so much. Purple Flowers 93. Appreciate you so much. Who we got? Gigi McGross. Thank you so much. We got 145. Candace Bass says, welcome back. I appreciate y'all so much, man. Double tap on my screen. We are back at it. This is Morning Walk, Word, and Worship, where you get your 3 wins a day over here, mental, physical, and spiritual, with your girl, Street Poet, and the Chosen Family. We do this Monday through Friday. This is where we at. Latoya Lane. Good morning to you, friend Chetty. Good morning to you, Shay Shay. How you doing over there? Crystal Love is definitely here. Double tap on that screen. Crystal, go to Facebook so I can make the pin real quick. Good morning to you, Tammy. Tammy 4178. How you doing this morning? Good morning, Vanessa. I see you over there as well. How y'all doing this morning? Double tap on my screen as you're coming in. Naya underscore. Is it what's up? What's up? What's up? I don't know why you got all them letters on the end of that, Naya. But good morning to you. What's up, BK Danielle 17? I see you. Good morning, Fire. I see you as well, man. Listen, Neek underscore be styling. Okay, Neek be styling. Let's get to it. How y'all doing this morning? Double tap on my screen as you coming into the room, man. It's a beautiful day to have what? A beautiful day. And you have the power to make it that way. It's a beautiful day to have a beautiful day. And you have what? The power to make it that way. Understand me. You got the power to make it that way. Good morning to you, Grand Rising, Rich Rising. Happy new day. Anybody that woke up this morning, your heart was heavy. You woke up this morning and you're going through something. You like, you know what? I just feel like I got the weight of the world on my shoulder. I just feel like I got so much going on in my life, and I'm just trying to get ahead. I'm just trying to catch a break. I'm just trying to do this, and this. Listen, I want you to understand something real quick. Everybody is doing that, right? Everybody is doing their very best on today. Everybody, if you just holding it together is what you was able to do, then you did your part. Hello, somebody. Every time there's something that's happening in your life, it's not going to be a big extravagant thing. It's not going to always be this big old blow up that's going to happen. Sometimes you simply just holding your life together is you doing your part. You getting up out of the bed. You taking a step to get into the shower, brush your teeth, and move yourself forward. That right there is you doing the very best that you can do. And we acknowledge you on this morning. We let you know that we love you this morning. We're letting you know that we see you on this morning. And baby, guess what? Job well done. If all you could do was hold it together, good job. We proud of you. Understand me. Keep holding it together. That's right. Just keep holding it together every day, and then eventually it's gonna stick. Yeah, okay, yeah. That's the thing about holding it together, right? Eventually, it's going to stick. Every day that you feel like all I can do, coach, is just hold it together. Keep holding it together, love. Keep holding it together. Because eventually what's going to happen is that thing is going to stick. And it's going to stick because it's going to say, hey, no matter what I send that person's way, no matter what I send that person's way, that person continue to push forward. No matter how much I attack that individual keeps on pushing forward and keep on making it happen. And that's exactly what you have to do in your life every single day. Do it when you don't feel like it. Do it when you're not in the mood. Do it when you don't even want to. That's when you're going to see the real results in your life. You're going to see those real results in your life when you're going against what it is that you're feeling in here. That procrastination, that laziness, that I'm not in the mood, that, not right now. I just, Every single time that you use those things as an excuse for you not getting up and doing what you know that you could be doing, that could advance your growth and development, that thing that can take you to your next level, then you are partnering with the enemy. Life journey, good morning to you. Oh, yeah, wait a minute. Somebody like, wait a minute, coach, that just, hold up. I ain't want to partner with no enemy now. Hold on, you taking it too far. One more time for the folks in back. Look a little, they're talking about facts. Every single time that you opt out of doing what God has blessed you with, the gift, the talents, the skills, every time you just simply sit on those gifts and those talents and those things that God has given you, and you just sit over there on those things, not utilizing them the way that you should, not putting into practice the way that you should, then guess what you're doing? You're suffocating your own gift. You're stagnating your own gift. You are the reason why you're not growing the way that you're supposed to be growing in business, right? Because we can be honest about it. Like, can we talk about business real quick? She said, you already on my toes. Listen, because some of you guys are trying to figure out why you don't have that six-figure business yet, but are you putting in six-figure type of work? Understand me. How you gonna be six-figure when you're over there operating like a $12 an hour type of job? You got things that you can be doing that can help your business, that can build your business, understand me, that can put more revenue inside of your pocket, that can put you in a better place, and you won't even get up off of your butt to go do it. You won't even push yourself to the next level to go and get that particular thing done. I don't feel like creating today. I don't feel like I just, maybe I'm going to do it tomorrow. Every single time that you say I'm going to do it tomorrow, you have to understand what the songwriter said. If tomorrow ever comes, you don't know if tomorrow's going to come. You don't know that tomorrow's not promised to you. How do you know that you're going to have the opportunity to be able to do it on tomorrow, to be able to get it right on tomorrow? And why put on tomorrow what you can actually be doing right now today? Because what else is you doing? Half of the time it be nothing. Half of the time it be absolutely nothing. What I'm saying to you this morning is stop wasting God's time. So, yeah. That's a note. That's a note for you. I want you to write that on your sticky note. I want you to place that on your bathroom mirror, on your workstation. I want that on your, I want that on your workstation. I want it everywhere. Stop wasting God's time. Stop it. Do you hear me? Stop it. Every single day that you wake up and you have breath in your body, activities of your limbs, clothed in your right mind, it's a day that you should be putting in some type of service. It's a slap in God's face. I done blessed you with a skill. I done blessed you with a gift. I done blessed you with an opportunity, understand me, to be able to allow you to live a life of luxury, a life where you ain't got to really be dependent on nobody to do nothing for you. I done gave you the intellect. I done gave you the ability to do this, and you mean to tell me you won't utilize it? You won't put it into practice? Wait a minute. Wait. I done gave you everything that you needed, and you won't put it into practice? This is how we show up every day. in life. God is like, I've given you the skills. I've given you the techniques. I've given you the scriptures. I've shown you all these different examples of what it is that you can do, how you can live a full life. I've shown you all that you need to know to live a life that is satisfactory, right? I've given it all to you, but most people do not experience a full life because they won't get up and do no work. Most people don't experience what peace is because they don't want to do the work that is required to do what? To create peace in their life. Some folk don't understand what being free is because they don't understand that the Bible does not say that the word is going to set you free. It says the Bible says the word is going to make you free, which is action. Making. The more that you get into this word, the more that you activate this word, the more that you apply this word, then you will experience freedom through this word. Understand me, you will experience freedom through this word. If you set in your mind that it's going to set you free, then you're expecting for something to happen in your life, and you're expecting for it to happen instantly. Setting is like instantly. You want to flip a switch and it's done for you. Thank you, Sheila Davis, for the Cash App. Baby, this is not going to be an instant thing. Your change, your deliverance, your growth journey, your healing journey, your spiritual journey, this journey right here is not an instant thing. This is something that you have to work at daily. Thank you, Lynn, so much for the stars, baby. You have to work at this daily. You have to be hungry for this daily. You have to be passionate for this daily. You have to get up and you got to chase this thing, and you have to do it daily. Laziness, procrastination, that ain't gonna do it. Some of y'all too young to have to go get on some vitamins already because you don't have to get up to go get it. Some of y'all way too young to not have no type of grind, no type of get up and go after it in your life. Way too young for that. You way too young for that. The excuse making? Excuses? You know, come on now. Oh, I want this type of job. I want this type of money. I want this type of car. I want to go shopping like this. But how you want to have all of that and you want to do all of that when you working like a entry level, and you work in an entry level position on your own job. This is something that God done gave you, and you won't halfway do it when this is something that He gave to you. It says your gift is going to make room for you. But how can your gift make room if you ain't working your gift? How? I'm telling you, the laziness, the excuse making, the procrastination, y'all gonna have to stop this in 2025. This is not going to be your year of restoration operating with that type of mentality. I want you to know that. You can yell, scream, hoop, and holler and do all this other stuff all you want to. I need for you to know that. But if you're not doing no work in your life, baby, you are going to sink. Do you hear me? If you're not willing to get up and get out of it, one thing's for sure, two things for certain is there's always somebody that's willing to do what you won't get up off your butt to go and do. It's always somebody waiting on the opportunity to tiptoe right on over there and get that job done. And then you're going to be sitting over there like, oh, what God has for me, it is for me. And God is saying, hey, I had it for you. Understand me. It was over there for you. But you missed your moment because you was taking a nap. You missed your moment when you decided that I wasn't going to work today. I'm not showing up today. I'm taking a break today. I'm not in the mood today. I just want to do this today. Understand me. God said, oh yeah, what I had for you, I have for you. Trust me when I tell you, I got what I got for you, but the only way you're going to get what I got for you is if you show up to come and get this thing. A lot of times you miss your moment, not because God is not showing up. Good morning, Ayana. I'm about to call you Ayana. Not because God is not showing up for you. That's not why you miss your moment. You miss your moment because you're not showing up for you. Come on, this is what the problem is. Oh, what God got for me, it is for me. How long He got to hold it for you? Good morning, Shell. How you doing? Good morning, Olivia. How you doing? How long? Come on, talk to me now. Come on, talk to me now. Nishay _92. Good morning to you. Talk to me. How long He got to have it for you? How long He got to have that on hold for you? I just need to know. I just need to know. You know what I'm saying? Put that in your notes right there. How long? How long? How long? You prayed for the business, I gave you the business. You prayed for the relationship, got you the relationship. You prayed for all this stuff. You have a whole lot of stuff over there that you prayed for that you ain't doing absolutely nothing with. And that right there, I'm trying to get an understanding. What you say, Coach? You got a lot of stuff over there that you didn't pray for, Miss Mamas. Understand me, Mr. Sir? You got a whole lot of stuff that you didn't pray for, that you said that you wanted, all of these things. And now that you have these things, you're doing absolutely nothing with these things. When are you going to start working with the things that you begged God for? When are you going to put all of these things into action? These are things that you requested, that you prayed for. Remember, you fasted for. Remember, you laid before God for. Remember, it was one of these things that you just had to have. Now that you got it, what are you doing with that particular thing? Yeah, come on. Your excuse making, your procrastination, dragging your feet, that's not going to work in 2025 when we're talking about growth and development. I need for you to understand me when I say this. This will not be your restoration year if you are still operating with 2024, 2023, 2022 mindset. The excuses that you had, those years are not going to work in this year. Understand me. You can't keep saying, oh, I'm showing myself grace. I'm showing myself grace. Grace is for your mistakes. These things that you're doing, this is not mistakes right here. Understand me, these are intentional. You already know the regimen and you're choosing not to show up for yourself. You're choosing not to do the work for yourself. You're choosing this. How is it that you're screaming grace for something that you choose to do in your life? That don't even make sense. If you put your hand in the fire and you get burnt, you can't get mad at the fire for being hot. You knew that before you put your hand in the fire. Now you got to do what? Go on over to the medical center because you got second and third degree burns on your hand for doing it what? For doing what? Putting it inside of a hot fire. Come on. Good morning, LaShonda. How you doing? That's what some of you guys are doing spiritually every day. That's what some of you guys are doing spiritually every day. Putting your hand into the hot fire. Already knowing. Already very much knowledgeable. Already have all the information. But putting it in there anyway. And then expecting, right? Expecting not to get burned. Expecting nothing to happen. Expecting for it to be okay. How? How? You setting yourself up every single time. This journey is going to require work on your behalf. This journey is going to require you to show up every single day. This journey is going to be a journey that's going to require understand me, your new life is going to require, a new you. Your new life is going to require a new you. You can't show up in your new life like the old you. That's not going to work. I need for you to understand. Your new life is going to require a new you. You're going to have new skills, new think processes, right? Thought processes. You're going to have the new way of showing up, doing certain things. You're going to have to do it completely different. If you think for 1 second, right, that you can come over there and you can have a whole new life, but then still show up as the same old version of who you were in your yesteryears, and it's going to work out for you, I want to tell you, look at every rap artist that tried it. Look at every rap artist that tried it. Right? Think about, I want you to just think for a second. Think about how many times you see people who God have changed their whole entire life, especially with the rappers, because we see it a lot. Well, God then put them in a position, friends say, oh, think about it. God then changed their whole entire life, then took them off the streets, right? Hey, you ain't even got to go on the streets no more. You ain't got to get out there in that environment. You ain't got to talk that gang talk no more. You ain't got to do none of that. All you got to do is come into the studio and make records. All you got to do is come into the studio, use the experiences that you've already experienced when you was out there. Understand, when you was out there and I was protecting you, all you got to do now is come into the studio. Imagine yourself as a rapper or a singer, anybody like that. I want you to imagine this now. Come on. I want you to imagine this, right? Now God has, you've already had all of these experiences, right? You have all these stories that are already stored in the inside of you already. You have all this information you can rap about for years. You can sing about for years. And now, not only do you have those experiences, thank you, Helen, so much for the teddy bear. Not only do you have those experiences, you have these new experiences that's happening in your life. New stuff that you can write about. New stuff you can sing about. New stuff you can rap about. So it's like you got an overflow of things that's happening right now in your life. This is the new life that God has for you. All you got to do is show up to the studio and go and rap this rap. And guess what? You're going from a person that was on the block trying to figure it out, on the block struggling in life, on the block living in the projects, on the block loving the fan roaches up at your face. You're going from a place of, struggle and poverty to now you can live a life of luxury. You can travel the world. You can shop without even looking at the price tags. This is your new life, your life of abundance, your life of overflow, the life that God has created for you. This is your new life, but this is your old one over here. This is your old struggle life over here. And then you have all these people over on this side that's in your ear that's from the label, right? And these people that's from the label, these are professionals. They got their shirts buttoned up. They got their pants fastened up. They show up in a board meeting. Understand me, they well articulate and they talking to you all the time and they telling you about how far they can take you and how skilled, how talented you are. And they just need you to do what? What is it that they need you to do? You in the board meeting. You got new self. You got old self. You in the board meeting. Focus. I need you in the board meeting. This is you in the board meeting of life. You're in the board meeting of life. Focus. All the disciples, everybody is surrounding you over here in your new life. And you're able to see everything that's happening. Oh man, this gonna be so lit. I'm about to live my best life. Focus. Focus. Everybody telling you how skillful you are, how talented you are, how smart you are, how they about to take you to the next level, and they only need you to do one thing: super focus, super focus, super focus. What are we at? Boardroom. We're in the boardroom. We're in the boardroom of life. You got your t-shirt and you got your pants on, your sneakers on, and you sitting there. You're in the boardroom of life. It's decision-making time, right? So you're sitting here, but over here in your past life, now you got all your boys from the block. Over there, you got your family members. You got all the teachers and everybody. You got your homeboys that say, oh, you disloyal if you leave us. You fake if you leave us. You not solid if you leave us. You got those family members with the generational curses and all of that. Oh, I knew you was going to try to blow up, and when you blow up, you was going to act funny. I knew when you start making money or people start showing some love to you that you was going to act all different. You think you better than us. You think you more than us. How dare you this and that. Oh, you gonna turn your back on everybody. You got your family member and they got so much to say about you. But mind you, let me just remind you real quick. Let me remind you real quick, right? Remember, you still on the block and you got these family members. You still fanning roaches out your face and you got these family members. You still trying to figure out how you gonna eat when you got these family members. It's so amazing to me how when you start to grow and evolve and start to have in life, right? Then all of a sudden you acting funny. But how am I acting funny when you watch me for years starve? How am I the one acting funny when you watch me wear the same clothes over and over again? How am I the one that's acting funny when you see me going through the toughest times of my life and you never reached out to me? You never checked on me. You never tried to help me in no type of way. But now, come on, now that I'm growing, I'm acting funny. Oh. Yeah. I ain't finished. I got some more. I've been gone for a week. You're going to have to tolerate me today, baby. Double tap on my screen. Yeah. Come on. Double tap on my screen real quick. Yo, isn't it funny? Now, wait a minute. You ain't give me no. You watched me starve. You watched me go through the toughest times of my life. And now you want to come over here that I'm working on myself and my growth and my development. You want to show up and you want to start talking about family ties and what I owe the family and how I should show up for the family, what I should do for the family. Understand? It should be almost insulting to you. But guess what? It's not because of your view of things, right? Because you're holding on to your old life, right? So now you have the friends, you have the family, but let's not forget the educators, everybody that was in the school, right? Oh, you so hard to deal with. You just a broken child. You come from the wrong type of environment. You from the wrong side of the tracks. You gonna be nothing. Oh yeah, you gonna end up, you gonna be in jail. You gonna be in the grave. You gonna be just like the people that come from your community. You got all these folks in your life that got so much to say to you, right? So much negative things to say to you. You are using your imagination. You are in the boardroom of life. And while you're in the boardroom of life, you got all of this happening that's so good for you. All of these doors that's opening for you that's so good for you. You have all these opportunities that God have created for you because what God has for me, it is for me. Remember, all of that's happening over here, but yet and still, you still worried about this old broken life. You still worried about being real to people that are fake to you. You so real, you so want to be so real with them that you fake with yourself. You want to be so solid for them that you're not solid with yourself. You want to be so loyal to them that you're not being loyal to yourself. Understand me, this is what it looks like. When you show up with a new life, but all those old attachments. So no matter how much this new life show you that I'm about to take you from the back to the front, that I'm about to turn you every which way but loose. You about to win in places that people always thought that you would never win in. No matter how much good here, the thing that keeps you from reaching this is everything that you attach to over in this life right here. You don't hear none of what's being said because of the things that you're attached to in your old life. In order for you to live your new life, you have to be willing to separate yourself from that old life, from that old broken version of you, from that version of you that operated with low self-esteem, with low confidence. You have to be willing to separate yourself from those folks in your life. Understand me, who already showed you you love me, but but they don't. You love them, but they don't love you back. That you're loyal to them, but they're not loyal to you. Understand me, they've already showed you that those relationships are not reciprocal. So now you're in a position where you in a boardroom of life and you have to make a decision. Understand me, it's either if you're going to have this new life, you're going to let this one go. Why? Because if we give you all the blessings, right? Follow the instruction. Understand me, follow this now. But I hope you didn't draw a room on your paperwork. Draw a room, put the two faces right there, old self, new self, right? Put all the old thoughts, all the new thoughts. I want your notes to be right now. I want you, because this got to make sense to you. I need your notes to be right. I sure enough do, because when you look at this, I want this to be a constant reminder to you that I got to shed my old life. I got to free myself from my old life. I got to remove myself from my old life. I can't take those old broken habits, those old excuses, those old generational curses, those old things that I was tied to. I can't take that over there. Why can't you? You're in the boardroom. The CEO looking at you and is sitting on the edge of the table. You sitting at the table, you fold your arms up, you at the table. Sitting at the table, he sits on the edge of the table. That's the CEO. And he says, hey, look, I'm willing to change your whole entire life. I'm willing to do this, this, and this, but you can't come over here with that street stuff. You can't come over here with that broken stuff. You can't come over here with these excuses. You can't show up over here like that. And you sitting there with your arms folded up. Why? Because that's all that you know. You have to be willing to do what? You have to be willing to take a chance on yourself. You have to be willing to be a risk taker in your life. You have to be willing to say, I'm ready to separate from my old self, understand me, and adapt into this new life, to accept this new life, this new thing that God is blessing me with, right? Because because the CEO is going to say you are a liability, sweets. Understand me, as talented as you are a liability. If my company was to sign with you right now, if we were to give you these opportunities right now, if we was to open these doors for you right now and go in here and put all this money up front for you right now, if we was to go in here and we were to do all of this, get you dressed up, get your hair cut, get you dripped out, if we was to do all of this, I want you to understand what will happen in 2 days after us putting all this money up, after 2 days after us making all these records and setting up this whole tour and spending all of this money, you can end up in jail. And everything that we have invested in, all of that's down the drain. There's nothing that we can do about that. We did all of this, setting up the records, the studio time, then paid it all the way up for months. We didn't put all of this into you, this big old investment in you, for you just to turn around and still be doing the same things that you was doing when we found you. Oh, baby, no, we're not trying to bet on that. We're not trying to invest in that. We already know the outcome of that. In order for us to be able to give you this new life, you have to be willing to let go of the old one, because that old one, that'll cost. Yeah. Now, think about how many times you yourself have seen this with the rappers. And you're like, why they did all of that? You didn't drop this fire record. You booming everywhere, viral everywhere. Why was you even in the same place that they was at? Why did you even go back over there? Why did you? Yeah, you had already made it out. Why in the world would you go back to a situation that you already knew was that bad? If you knew that it was folks out there that wanted to do you something, why in the world would you even be over there knowing this? You mad at the rapper, you mad at the artist, even yourself, and you don't even know him, but you sick of it because you like, that don't even make no sense. Ain't no way in the world I would just do this and this and have all this stuff going for me, and then I go back over there around them folk that ain't got nothing going. I never do that. But that's what you do daily spiritually. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, you okay. I'm in your house. I got my feet up on your coffee table. Yes, ma'am. Yes, sir. When you, yeah, I know. No. I know somebody jumped up. They ran down the hallway. I got to give them an opportunity to come back real quick. Yeah, this is what we do daily, right? This is what some of us, some folks do on a regular basis. God is like, I've shown you everything that I'm going to do in your life. I've opened the doors for you. I've created the ways for you, the opportunities for you. I've done this, and this. And guess what? The craziest thing is this right here. After I've done all of this, opened all these doors for you, made all of these ways for you, how in the world did you ever go back to what had broken you? Why you went back to what had you over there having panic attacks? Why did you go back to what had you over there sliding down the wall? Why in the world would you even think to go back? What had you over there losing all of your edges, baby? Understand me, you over there looking like a six-month-old baby. You know how they lose all this around here? You ain't got nothing around here and in the back. Understand? You done wallowed it all out. You done wiped it all out, all over the pillow from crying. You done laid on the front, laid on the back, laid over on the side of it. Baby, why in the world would you go back to that when I've already given you bigger and better? When I've already blessed you with the skill, with the talent, I've already opened the door for you? Why in the world would you go back to what I've already freed you from? You can't change somebody that don't want to change. You can't make folk be what they don't want to be. You can't finesse, bamboozle, hoodwink folk into being something that, yeah, come on, you can't do it. It's not your job to save them. Don't save her. Hey, she don't want to be saved. Don't save them. Hey, they don't want to be saved. That's it. That's all. It may seem harsh. Thank you, Terry West. It might seem harsh in the moment, but truthfully speaking, there's going to be some folk that you're going to encounter. I need for you to know this. They don't want to be saved. They don't want to be saved. They don't, you understand me? They want attention. So as much much as they can whine and cry and get your attention, as much as they can whine and cry and complain about their life, and you stop doing what you're doing to come and fix it for them, then guess what they'll do? They'll continue to mess up their life. They'll continue to do the same exact thing over and over and over again, because they know that you're coming to save them. They know that you're coming to sit with them. They know that you're going to reach out to them. They know that you're feeling like, oh yeah, you're going to chase me down. Baby, I'm not running after nobody in 2025. If you come, you come. If you do, you do. If you show up, you show up. But if you think for 1 second I'm about to wear your phone out, you know where you're supposed to be at. You know the time that you're supposed to be there. You know exactly what you need to be doing in your life. So if you decide that you're going to take a nap, sleep on, baby. If you think, yeah, for sure. Ain't that what Peter did? Ain't that what Peter did? When he walked up out of the prison, I got to take this thing off now. When he walked up out that prison, what was the angels doing? I'm going to wait on y'all to talk to me in the chat. When Peter walked out of the prison, what was the angels doing? I mean, when Peter walked out the prison with the angels, what was the guards doing? Yo, come on. I've been gone for a week. I'm back. I'm back. I'm here. Hold on. She said, wait a minute, this whole message for me. Hey, what was they doing? I'm waiting on my chosen family. What was the angels doing? I see you, Black Kitty. I see you. Come on. Yeah. What was the angels doing? I mean, there you go, Tanya Flag. I see you. What was they doing? What was they doing, Sonya? That's right. Come on. What was they doing? What was they doing? I need to see it. Okay, Lita. That's right, Lita. Okay. I see it over there. That's right, Kim. That's right. Baby, they were sleeping. When Peter was in the prison and the angel came into prison, they were sleeping. That's right, Kira. That's right, Krista D. They were sleeping. Did Peter wake them up? No, ma'am. No, sir. Understand me. When the angel came in to the prison and walked Peter, slam up out that prison, when he did that right there, he left them guards. He left them guards right there sleeping. He did not shake them and say, hey, an angel here and about to come take me up out of here. He did not try to rock them. He did not come over there and push them a little bit. He didn't get to yelling and whatnot. No, he walked right on out following the angel. Understand me, the guards on the lower level, they were sleeping. The guards on the second level were sleeping. Let's not play with the scripture, because he was tied down in the very bottom of it. He was in the very bottom of it. So he had a ways to walk up. When he walked out, everybody was still snoozing. Understand me, everybody was still counting sheep. Everybody was still over there knocked out. So why is it that you find it that it's your responsibility to wake up the sleep folk in your life? Baby, no, the devil is a lie. If they sleep, let them sleep. Understand me, if they sleep, then let them sleep. And you continue to move on with your life. That's not your responsibility to go over there and wake up folk who got 101 excuses of why they need to be asleep. You want to sleep? Sleep on. I'm going to let you sleep. Hit snooze as many times as you want to in your life. Hit, yeah, that's a note. Somebody writing that in red ink right now. I know, go ahead, jot it down, baby, I feel you. Yeah. Let them hit snooze as many. Do you hear me, Latifah? Come on, Isha, I'm so serious with y'all right now. Just love me, thank you so much for that badge, baby. Yeah, I'm about to let you hit snooze as many times as you would like to in your life. Understand me, in 2025, I am focused on me. My priority is me. Understand me, I got some stuff that I left untouched. I'm focusing on my stuff. I got some T's I gotta cross, some I's I gotta dot in my own life. Hit snooze if you like. Understand me, if that's what you want for your life, hit snooze then. Go ahead. You got excuses for it? Go ahead. If that's what you want to do, go ahead. Stop trying to convince people of something. Stop trying to do that, because you're doing nothing but upsetting yourself. You're doing nothing but frustrating yourself. You're doing nothing but pissing yourself off. The more that you try to make people want something, when you can see greatness all over a person. You can see greatness on them. You can see anointing on them. You can see calling on them. You can see love on them. You can see growth on them. You can see all of that all over them. But if they don't see it on themselves, then guess what? Baby, they ain't going nowhere with it. They just sitting there, just sitting anointed, sitting gifted, sitting talented. Y'all been seeing people that got gifts and they don't use their gift, don't nurture their gift, don't put it into action. And you sitting over there saying to yourself, why you gave that to them? If you would have gave me that, Baby, what? I will be doing that so much folks will get sick of me. Do you hear me? I will be doing that. What? You can sing and you don't never sing. You can write and you don't never write. You know what I'm saying? You just what you be doing? I just I don't know. Just sitting on it. It's the same way it is with information. People, when you sitting there, you talking to them and you get instantly disgusted by it. Understand me? This is why you're so mad. This is why you're so frustrated. You get mad and you get frustrated in your life because you're thinking about how you just wasting God's time, wasting his talent, wasting his gift. He done gave you all of this and you won't do nothing with it. And here I am. If let me would have had that. Let me be able to do that. Let me be able to show up that way. What? You would get tired of me, baby. I'm going to be, I'll be doing everything from singing R&B to country to yodeling. Let me be able to carry a note. Baby, every platform going to have a video, 17,000 reels of me humming a note. Are you out your mind? But you won't what? We see it all the time. We see it all the time. And you get instantly frustrated with it. You get sick with it. You get pissed off with it. You get in your feelings with it because you're thinking to yourself, ain't no way in the world you got all of that going for yourself and you're doing absolutely nothing with it. And what I'm telling you today is you have to separate yourself from that, right? You have to separate yourself from that. You have to let people hit snooze in their own life. If that's what they want for their life, that's what they want for their life. You have to continue to get up and do what's best for you. You're never going to be responsible for somebody else's behavior. You're not going to be responsible for nobody else not showing up. You're not going to be responsible for somebody else not performing, not doing their part. You're not going to be responsible for that. The only person whose behavior that you are responsible for is your own. That's it. That's all. If they won't want to go, then you have to be prepared to go by yourself. If they don't want to do it, then you have to be prepared to do it by yourself. If they don't want it, you have to be prepared to want that thing and want that thing by yourself. You have to know that this is a self journey. This is a self journey. But it goes back to our 4 C's. It goes back to our 4 C's. This is why I told you guys to always operate with your 4 C's. This is why I told you guys that it was important in 2024 when I gave you guys those 4 C's. I said these 4 C's is going to be something that you're going to be working with for the rest of your life. One of them is clarity. Understand me? Your first C, baby, that's clarity. You have to be clear. I'm going to say it to you one time. And after I say it to you that one time, after I'm clear on where it is that I stand, after I'm clear on what my negotiables are and my non-negotiables are, once I'm clear about where it is, what it is I'm going to tolerate, what I'm going to put up with, how I'm going to move, that's it right there. Operating in clearness, in clarity, all times. I'm very clear. I'm very clear about what it is. There's no shades of gray when you over here dealing with me. So when I start holding you accountable, I don't want to see you walking around with your mouth balled up. Understand me? When I start holding you accountable and calling out stuff, I don't want to hear you stomping through the house and slamming no doors. I don't want to hear or feel no negative energy coming up off of you. I need for you to know that because I was clear when I said this to you. I made sure that I put it on the floor before you put it on the floor at the door. I put this on the floor at the door. I let you know exactly what it is before you crossed over that threshold. Understand me? So when I start holding you accountable, I ain't dealing with nothing extra after that. Your next one is going to be courage. Understand me? Encourage. You're gonna have to know that there's going to be sometimes in your life on this journey where you're going to have to step up. You're going to have to step up, head up, chest out, and you're going to have to operate with that courage. You're going to have to be willing to have conversations that you wouldn't normally have. You're going to have to be willing to speak up in situations that you would normally not speak up in. You're going to have to operate with a different level of courage, not courage in yourself, but courage in the Christ that is lying within the inside of you. Understand me? Courage with Christ Christ that is in the inside of me. When I show up as a great representation of the Most High. I show up in alliance with the Most High. What did Joseph tell them in the prison? He says, interpreting dreams is whose business? That's God's business. When he went up there and interpreted Pharaoh's dream, what did he say? Baby, this right here, this is God's business, but tell me anyway. In other words, he was letting them know that this is not by my own skill, my own talent, that what I'm about to do when it came down to interpreting your dreams, it's the God that is in me that's giving you the interpretation. Come on, strength of a woman. I see you. Yeah. Welcome to Virtual Church, baby. Yeah. Come on. Can we be real about it? You have to understand the more that you are in this word. Come on, Kira. Hey, we have to understand this now. The more that you're in this word, the more that this word is going to transform you. The more that you are in this word, you're applying this word, that you're trusting this word on a day-to-day basis, this word is going to transform the person that you are. Do you hear me? You may have been a weak type of person, a person with no standards before, no boundaries before, might have let folk walk all over you, talk to you crazy and all of that before, and you just go on about your business. But baby, the more that you are inside of this word, the more that you're studying this word and applying this word, then all of a sudden you will start showing up and folks, and let folk know quickly, baby, I am not to be played with. I am unplaywittable. Do you hear me? You better go play where it's safe. And I want you to know that, and I mean that in the most humblest way. I will get you all the way together over here. Do not play with me. Folk gonna start looking at you, and when they look at you, they gonna look at you all kind of funny. They're gonna be, wait a minute, hold up, what's going on with them? Oh baby, I'm not the person that I was before. Hello. Yeah. Oh, hold on. Thank you, Rashida. I appreciate the badge. What you say? Oh, baby, I'm not the person that I was before. See, that old me will let you do what it was that you was doing. But this new me, I got zero tolerance, right? Zero tolerance. The disrespect was the closure. The moment that you crossed me is the very moment that you lost me. You will never be able to do that again. Double tap on my screen. Somebody just put that in my chat real quick. You will never be able to do that again. That thing that you did, oh, you won't do that again. You may do it again, but you won't do it again with me. Come on, double tap on my screen. That's what that word do. If people ask what that word do, that's what that word do. That's what that word do. When you get into that word, understand me, it transforms the person that you are. You will never be able to do that again. Hit it in a highlight. Put it in a highlight, Crystal Love. I just wanted to stand out for a couple of folks. Hold on, Lily. I just need folk. I need that to be a highlight. I need them to see it. You will never be able to do that again. That thing that you did, oh baby, you won't be able to do that again. You might be able to do it with some other folk, but you will not be able to do it again with me. That's what that word do. Yeah. Come on. That's what that word do. That word transforms the person that you are. It transforms you from being that individual to showing up with a level of courage in your life that you've never had before. This is why it's so important. Why do you think it's so many folk that don't want you to believe in the word? Why do you think it's so many people that tell you, oh, don't believe this and don't believe that. Oh, that's so man-made and I wouldn't trust this and I wouldn't trust that. Folk don't want you to trust that. Folk want you to trust in everything but yourself. Hello, somebody. Folks want you to do what? They want you to trust in any and everything but yourself. That's what they want you to do. And the more that you get into that word, the more that you're going to find throughout those scriptures that the Bible teaches you to believe in yourself. Jesus himself said, I've done great works, but greater works that you're going to be able to do. Therefore, he's letting you know inside of that word, I was a man like you were a man. I walked amongst the earth the way you're walking among the earth. But the power that you have, understand me, it's going to be something that is going to smoke some boots. And that's why people don't want you to read it. They don't want you to study it. They don't want you to dissect it for yourself. They don't want you to develop your own personal relationship with them. They don't want you to do that, because if you do that, then now you're going to start to know what's real from what is fake. If you get into that word, that way you need to be in that word, then folk ain't going to be able to tell you know anything. If you start opening up them scriptures and reading them self-help books and developing a strong prayer life, a strong meditation life, a strong study life, a strong work ethic within your life, life, understand when you develop that, then guess what? At that moment, you start to transform. You start to change. You're no longer the person that you used to be. And it happened gradually. This is not an instant thing. This is not something that happens overnight. This is something that happens throughout time. Every single day, you're becoming a better person every day. You're becoming a stronger person every day. You're becoming a person that they did not know. Understand me? And this is the reason why folk like to keep you ignorant. Do you hear me? This is the reason why folk like to keep you with low self-esteem. Do you hear me? This is the reason why folk like to keep you with low confidence. Because in those moments, you're easy to manipulate. You're easy to control. You're easy to walk all over. And people want to keep you in a place where they can walk all over you, where they can talk to you crazy, where they can in and out your life at their own leisure for their own benefit. And the more that you start to see yourself for who and what you are, then you start to whoosh, cut that off at the leg, baby. Oh, if you think you're going to run amok up in my life, you got another thing coming. I'm not about to play with you. I don't care how good you look, how nicely dressed you are, what type of car that you drive, what type of mansion that you live in, what type of income that you pull in every single month. I will cut you off. I will snip, snip. That's what that word do. That's what that word do. That second C is courage. It gives you what? Courage to walk away. Oh, talk to me nice. Ooh, come on. Let's talk about it. Y'all made me have to go back through these right now. Oh, yeah. Let's talk about it. That word give you that courage, and they don't want you to have that courage. Understand me, that courage to walk away, that courage to become that individual that said that I'm a will force when we together, but yeah, I'm good by myself too. Yeah, I'm good by myself. I'm will force when we together. I acknowledge that. But baby, if forever, day that you wake up and you decide that you don't want to be here, do not let that door hit you with a good Lord split you. Do you hear me? If ever you feel like you can do better without me, then go ahead and leave. Ain't that what? If you believe you'll be good without me, I'll let you go, girl. It's over. Get to stepping. Do you hear me? Don't ever think for 1 second in your life you got to put up with me, that you got to tolerate me, that you have to deal with me in any type of way, shape, or form. Understand me. I was breathing before I met you. I was existing before I met you. I was living my life before I met you. And this is the reason why it's so imperative that you get inside of that word, a true understanding of that word. Then you know that even when I'm by myself, I'm good. I don't have to have somebody in my life for me to be successful. I don't have to be attached to somebody for me to have joy, for me to have peace, for me to be good in my life. I can be good all by myself. That's what that word do. It shows you that you're more than enough. Thank you so much, Shay Shay. I appreciate, whoa, that's tight. Can I get 5 badges on IG? IG, can I get 5 badges? Can we get 200 stars over there on Facebook? Facebook, can we get 200 stars? Double tap on my screen. I appreciate y'all. Double tap on that screen. Go ahead and get us up to 100K over here on TikTok. Good morning to y'all. Good morning to y'all. Can I get some love? Can I get some love on TikTok? Can I get some love on TikTok? If it's tight, I know some of y'all toes. I'm sorry, but I have to put this out here because you guys have to know that we're in the 4th quarter. We're in the 2nd quarter. We're in the 2nd quarter. We did January, February, March. Now we're in April, May, and June. And so I need for you to know that with the 1st quarter, we've already come through the 1st quarter. So we can't be having the same issues that we had in 1st quarter. We're in the 2nd quarter now. I need to make sure that you're ready. I need to make sure that you got your full armor on. I need to make sure that you're locked in. I need to make sure that you're ready to do what we need to do. Thank you so much, Christina. Thank you, Benny Simpson. I appreciate you. Thank you so much, Miss Driver. Double tap on my screen. Let's get to it. Love you too. I appreciate that. Double tap on my screen. Let's get it to it. We at 104. Okay, now we got some action going on over here. We got some action. The 3rd one. Thank you, Jessica. I appreciate the flowers that's coming through. Thank y'all so much. Purple flowers. I appreciate that badge. We need 3 more badges on IG. 3 more badges over there to get that 5. Let's go. Double tap on that screen. If that word is tight but it's right, if it was just what you needed, if you woke up and you felt like your confidence was a little bit low, you feel like your self-esteem was a little bit low, when you woke up this morning, you may have felt like I'm not really not feeling like myself, and I just really needed that word, and she came in and really she checked me real good, and yeah, I'm guilty of doing some of what she's saying, and yeah, oh baby, I want you to receive that. Okay, yeah. I thank you, Doris 127. Rashida, appreciate you so much. I want you to receive that. I want you to receive that. Yeah. That did, but I just put it in the chat. I received that. Terry West, thank you so much. I received that. See, that's what you have to do. Let the enemy know that you acknowledge where your triggers are or your deficits are. Let the enemy know you acknowledge where your deficits are. Oh, I received that. That's what I need to do in my own life. That's what I need to fix in my life. I know I've been procrastinating. I know I've been moving slow. I know I've been making excuses. I know I've been taking too many naps. I know I've been oversleeping. I know I've been coming up with all these different reasons of why I can't do this. And all it's been is reasons. All it's been is excuses. Yeah, that's been me. So now let me get myself up. Now that I know better, let me get into action. Now that I know better. Yeah, she set me on fire this morning. She checked me, threw her feet up on my coffee table, did all of that in my kitchen, rattling my pots and pans all up and through my business, did all of that. But guess what? I needed that. I received that. I needed somebody to come on and tell me to stop playing with myself. Stop playing with my gift. Stop playing with my talent. Stop playing up in God's face when he's waking me up every single day and giving me exactly what I need to be able to get the job done. I needed that check-in this morning. I needed that. Because it's parts of me that's holding on to the old me. I needed that. Now you done explained it. I know how it's so important for me to separate myself from those old ties. Now that you've explained that, I know why it's so important for me to move forward and leave whoever I got to leave. Understand, now I know the importance. Now, thank you, Jameer. I appreciate you so much. Now I know exactly what I need to do. And I'm not going to feel bad by letting folks sleep. Understand me, if they sleeping on me, I'm going to let them go ahead and take a good nap. By the time they wake up, baby, they're not going to be able to recognize me. Understand me, by the time they wake up, they ain't gonna be able to recognize me. They ain't gonna know. Yeah, they gonna be standing up there like Joseph's brothers, walking up in there asking me for something and don't even realize who they talking to. That's gonna be me right there. Understand me, the one that you counted out, the one that you left in the wilderness, the one that you threw over in the pit, the one that you abandoned, the one that you were so cruel to, that you talked so nasty to, the one that you were so intimidated by. Oh, I'm gonna be that one, and that's okay with me. Understand me, by the time you wake up, by the time that you catch on, I'm not gonna be who. Oh yes, come on, you got more to give. Wait, I got the other one. The other one is competent. You got to be competent. You got to be competent. What you mean, coach? You got to be well educated in this thing. You got to be competent. You have to know exactly what is happening in that moment in your life. You have to be competent. The worst thing that you can do is go over there and try to have a conversation with a person there about something that you don't know nothing about. Understand me. You over there as lost as all get out. The enemy is about to turn you every which way but loose. Do you hear me? You have to be competent. And the only reason why the only reason why I'm saying this to you is because this is why the Bible says what? He says, study to show yourself approved. This is why, understand, to show yourself approved. You have to show me that you are so locked into this that you're willing to do the necessary work, right? You have to study this thing. You have to dissect this thing. You have to go down there and figure out what was this and what made that happen the way that it happened. You have to study. You have to be competent. You have to put yourself in the right rooms and around the right environments. It's okay as an adult to find yourself a classroom, a place, a Bible study, a study group where you can dissect these scriptures, where you can ask the questions, where you can get the different perspectives, because everything, just because it means one thing for one person does not mean that it can't mean something else for another. And two things can both be true with the same thing. Understand me, it's called perspective. And if you are a well-rounded person that is teachable, you will learn it all the way around the board. So when you're in these environments, because you never know who you're going to run into, you never know the type of person that you're going to run into. You never know how that's going to work in your life. So having different perspectives and having an open mind and being able to see it from multiple ways, it's going to help you. Come on. That's going to help you right there. That's going to help you right there. Competent. You got to know what it is that you're doing. You got to know how it is that you're moving. You have to know this. You have to know this like you've never known it before. Y'all remember when they went over there to the enemy, to the adversary, and that man that was over there, and they went over there trying to call themselves, trying to cast out. I don't know. Wait a minute. Hold on. I don't know what they got going on. They got a whole nother way that they doing this. I'm trying to verify this live. This is crazy. I have no idea. It might shut this live off. If it shut the live off over here, y'all, we just gonna come back. Cause I have no idea what they got going on. Yes, it is a distraction. That is so crazy. It says unable to verify. Okay, well just go ahead and cut it off so we can start over. Just go ahead and cut it off so we can start over. I've already tapped that. Okay. I don't know. Y'all let me know on TikTok. Is the live still showing? Is the live still showing, or is it showing a block thing over there? Because I don't know what it is that they did. It's still showing. Okay. So competence, making sure that you're knowledgeable, making sure, I'm trying to tell you, man, it always be something, making sure that you're knowledgeable. You have to know what it is. You have to know what it is that you're talking about at all times. You have to make sure that you are fully aware, fully educated on what it is that you're doing, and doing it at all time. The next one is going to be committed. The next one is going to be committed. You have to be committed to the cause. You have to be committed to what it is that you're doing on a regular basis. Understand me? You have to make sure of that at all times. No matter what you got going on in your life, you have to make sure that you are fully locked in, fully committed. So committed that even when when you don't feel like it, even when you're not in the mood, even when you don't want to, even when you got all these excuses, you shut all of that out so that you can continue to do exactly what it is that you need to be doing. You have to be prepared for this at any given moment. You have to be so locked in with your life that no matter how it works, how this do this or this do that, you are saying, I'm going to show up for me even if nobody else show up. I'm going to be that committed. So committed that if I have to get up an extra 30 minutes, if I have to go to bed later an extra 30 minutes, if I have to grab a planner and schedule out my whole entire day, this is how committed I am to making sure that I'm the best version of myself. This is how committed I am to making sure that I am in alliance with the Most High God. This is how committed I am to being able to live the life that I know that I'm truly deserving of. That's how committed you have to actually be in your life. You have to be super committed at all time. I'm going to give you another one. You also have to be ready to confront. It's going to be some stuff in your life that you're going to have to address. No matter how bad you might not want to say nothing about it, no matter how bad you might just want to let it go, it's going to be some stuff in your life that you're going to have to be prepared to confront. Understand me, you're going to have to be prepared to confront that situation. You're going to have to be able to put it on the floor right then and there. Like, I ain't want to say nothing, but you got to. Why? Because the Bible says that you have to warn them. If you know something is wrong and you don't say nothing, that accountability falls on you. You have to be ready to confront it. Not saying that you have to be rude, that you have to be nasty, that you got to do the most and whatnot. Not saying that at all, but I am saying that you do what? You have to be willing to speak on it. You have to be willing to be vocal about it. You have to be willing to put it on the floor, because that accountability falls on you. It says unable to verify. I don't know what this thing got going on. And it used to be where you could just slide the thing over there to the thing. You'd be able to slide it on over there and it'll go to it. But now they got this new thing that they doing over here. And I don't know what it is. But y'all double tap on the screen. This live is going to go out over here on TikTok. It's going to go out. And I'm going to have to bring y'all back in. It's about to go out in 10 seconds. All right. So those are the ones that I want y'all to write down. Those are the ones I want y'all to write down. And hopefully let us start.